Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to get more weekly Noodle Shot content. As many of you guys may have already heard, the controversial 6 Days in Fallujah is back in development. This, of course, has raised loads of questions about the appropriateness of the game, given the fact that it's based on real-life events. In this quick analysis, I'm going to be discussing why some believe, including me, that the revival of that video game is such an awful idea. The game was slated to be released back in 2009, but due to the heavy backlash it received, game makers decided to put a pin on the idea. That pin was taken out earlier this year when Seattle-based video game production company IGN Games announced that it would, despite widespread criticism, be releasing the game in late 2021. So what's the game based on? Well, it's based on the horrific battle that occurred in 2004 between US, UK and Iraqi forces during the height of the 2003 US-led invasion of Iraq. That battle was called the Battle of Fallujah. Many of you may be wondering, of course, why a video game has stirred up so much controversy. Critics of the game, including myself, have basically cried foul at the game makers for their decision to trivialize and exploit the grim day-to-day realities of the Iraqi people for gaming fun.
There's one in the alley!
Realities which still persist to this day and force Iraqis to reckon with the invasion of US soldiers, suicide bombers, and dead family and friends.
I'm here every week in hospital. He suffocated the other day in my hands. I thought he died.
The game's announcement has even led some to sign an online petition demanding the game makers execute the revival of the game. Fallujah's gameplay forces gamers to act as American fighters, breaking into Iraqi people's homes in an attempt to kill any enemies. A game which, mind you, is being developed by the same country which has so far refused to apologize for its invasion of Iraq.
No regrets about Iraq.
I think we made exactly the right decisions.
Talk about rubbing salt onto someone's wounds.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Although the production company behind the game has previously revealed that it talked to dozens of veterans and Iraqi insurgents in preparation for the game, there are still some who have vented their disapproval at the game's development. That's right, another group of people angry at the game makers are real-life vets. Why? They basically said that they highly doubt that the US-based video game company would be able to deliver a truthful retelling of one of the most violent battles in recent memory. Also adding that they refuse to back a game which glorifies an event which has resulted in the death and PTSD of many of their friends and Iraqi civilians.
The parts of the game where you are playing as an Iraqi civilian trying to sort of just kind of escape to safety, what did you guys learn from the families that you interviewed, the Iraqi families that you interviewed, that has influenced the design of those aspects of the game?
But we are going to try to give you just a tiny little glimpse of what it might have been like, and then allow you to hear these stories from the people that did experience it.
Another point of concern is the fact that the US has previously courted mass controversy for admitting that it used the highly illegal toxic weapon white phosphorus during the Fallujah battle, which inadvertently burned dozens of civilians to death. The use of the chemical is also thought to be linked to a huge number of baby deaths and deformities within the region. What many are asking for is simply this. Number one, game makers must stop normalizing and trivializing the trauma of the ongoing Iraqi war in an attempt to sell views and tempt buyers. Number two, base the game on anywhere else. Make up the location as many popular Call of Duty entries have done successfully before it. Within the next few months, players are going to be able to gleefully relive some of the most tragic and traumatic experiences of the Iraqi people's lives, experiences which still persist for them to this day. Will you join in or give the game a pass? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you next Monday.